This is the Brother Streep garage of groundbreaking inventions.
Hello and welcome to the Brother Streep garage of groundbreaking inventions. This is a show where the brothers pitch made-up inventions to me that are supposed to make the world a bit of a better place. On my right we have Dylan Streep. Greetings. And on my left we have Simon Streep.
Very formal.
Hello.
My name is Andrew Kerr and the theme of this week's show is the bedroom. Guys.
The bedroom, right. This is something that annoys everyone at night in the bedroom, and there are various supposed cures for it, but I think mine is possibly the best. Mosquitoes.
Ooh, don't like mosquitoes.
Yeah, you just say the word and people go, ooh. They are annoying. One, because they suck your blood, which is kind of annoying.
I find that the least bit annoying of all the things mosquitoes do, though.
You think it's the noise?
I don't think I've often woken up in the morning and gone, oh, I have slightly less blood than I had before.
Well,
I'm
if
quite
enough of them
upset now.
take out enough blood, you could feel weak.
Well, it's got to be a lot of mosquitoes.
Just one, just body size, struggling through the air.
I think you're sleeping naked in the Amazon jungle.
Yeah.
Like, if mosquitoes are getting that much blood from your system, generally, I mean, how many? Where do you live, Dole? How many
I
mosquitoes?
live in the Amazon jungle.
Okay.
But again, it's just one giant one,
Yeah.
and he hates me. No, but they are annoying. They deprive you from sleep. And I was thinking, people have their own little methods. Put a fan on, that'll help, or put some stuff. What is that stuff
Butter.
called? Butter.
Repellent.
Mosquito repellent. You could put that on, but that's I don't think that's ever really worked for me. Those candles, those little mats that you plug into the wall, and then they stink, and you end up choking on that instead.
The problem with the fan thing, though,
Yeah.
is that sometimes you like going to sleep at night without feeling like there's a gale force wind constantly blowing. Like you're worried you're going to wake up and your house is going to be somewhere different.
Like sleeping on top of a train.
And so I've come up with the best idea, because the only thing that ever seems to make the mosquitoes go away is when you get so annoyed that you turn on the light and sit up to look for them. Then they're nowhere.
Yeah.
So this is a dummy, a life-size dummy that sleeps next to you, and it's triggered by that frequency, and then it goes and sits up and starts doing this, looking around for the thing, and you're sleeping fine. The mosquito thinks, oh, the human's doing that thing where he's looking for me. I better disappear in thin air.
Yeah.
And it sits there until it goes down again.
Do you not think you're going to wake up when the dummy wakes up? Do you not think that's going to cause you...
No, because this is a silent dummy.
I see.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a little bit of movement in the blanket. And surely,
Well, I mean,
if you're sleeping peacefully,
what kind of
thinking, I normally sleep alone, this is my vibe,
Yeah.
and suddenly there's this movement next to you.
Yeah. You see, I do wriggle around though in bed anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's you
turn-
wriggling around. It's
Yeah.
not a dummy wriggling
What
around.
I'm saying is that if I can wriggle around and sleep through it, then surely if there's another human
No,
dummy,
What happens
I
if
think
you fill the
dummy's
dummy-
going to sleep through it. I don't think the dummy is going to
I don't think
actually
he's going to wake up.
wake up with you wriggling. I'm more worried about the other way around.
Could you fill the dummy with blood, and then the mosquito just goes for the dummy?
Right. This is getting
And like
interesting
sugar.
because then because then you would be basically tapping off your own blood
Yeah.
Hang
into
on.
the dummy, feeling weak,
Can I
not being
interrupt
able to
you?
sleep.
I'm going to interrupt because when we were told to come up with inventions for the bedroom, this is what I also thought about the mosquito problem. And you've tapped onto my idea, which is actually just having like a vat of blood. Maybe not a whole vat.
That's a great invention from the 1400s.
You just have,
Bring in the vat of blood.
you just have some blood on your windowsill, so it's away from you. It's not in the bed or anything like that. It's not going to wake you up at night because blood generally is quiet. Often, and you don't normally bleed and hear your wound go, ah! Ah!
Unless you're insane.
Yeah, so blood generally quite quiet. Just have the blood, because there's, I did some research, mosquitoes prefer different types of blood.
Okay.
I don't know which one it is now, but like O negative or something like that. They love it. It makes them, positive. So you put some of that on the windowsill, mosquitoes just automatically go there, and you don't even
So
get
you're
woken
saying
up.
you could find out which type of blood you are and find out if that's why the mosquitoes like you or not, and then just do a full blood transfusion if somebody is of a blood type they don't prefer.
I wasn't saying that, but come to think of it, that probably would work, though.
Okay.
Well, the problem I've foreseen already in mine is that you're basically going to a shop and asking for them for a life-size dummy that can sleep in your bed with you, and they might give you a different kind of
Yeah.
thing from behind the till. Although it's probably a
It
different
depends.
shop
Though. If you go into
going.
clicks, then I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so just don't.
This
get
is
the
all
right
set
shop.
up on like a system of pulleys. And, it's like and then turn, and then like a little marble will go down a track and they'll turn the light on, and the mosquitoes will be completely fooled.
Okay, that's good. It's going to have to keep doing that though. It's not going to solve the problem of the mosquito won't be dead. So you're going to have this the whole night.
But who's killing mosquitoes?
Well, that's true.
They're animals.
Yeah, we should look after them. they are the future.
They are in danger. There's
Yeah.
so few of them about.
If they're not around spreading malaria,
Yeah.
what good is that?
So what do you think?
Well,
What do you think of mine as well? We can do 2 in 1.
I think that I would probably prefer to have a net than a vat of blood in my room.
I mean,
Just-
these
just
are
that's
things that
interesting.
exist.
So you're okay to get woken up every single night?
No, but the net covers the bed.
No, you can't come into the garage and start telling us that inventions that already work are better than our inventions. View our inventions on their merit
All
alone.
right. Well, then, just from the fact that I don't want a vat of blood in my room, I'm going to go with yours.
Oh, not cool, bro.
Because the dummy, and it could provide some comfort for a lonely person. just a friend.
I guess.
There.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. Okay. Anyone have any other ideas for the bedroom?
Well, I'll jump in here. There's basically 2 things that I think normally keep someone up at night. It's mosquitoes, as we've covered already, and it's snoring. Now, the problem with snoring is that not everyone knows they're a snorer. I think if you do a general poll in your friends, about 2 of them will go, yeah, I snore, it's terrible,
Yeah.
get out the room, vacate when I'm sleeping over, it's not going to happen. But then the other 8, they're like, I don't snore, and they do snore.
Yeah.
And it's a problem, and it sucks.
The denial snorer.
So I've come up with something that I genuinely think, this is the first invention of the show series so far that I think is doable, is plausible, and will change the world. It's called the snoring aid. Now I know what you're thinking. Generally, hearing aids, what they do is they make you hear things louder. Why on earth would you want to put something on that would make you hear the snores louder?
Yeah.
But you're wrong, Andrew. It's not you that's putting it on. It's the snorer.
It's
Because
the
everyone
snorer
knows
themselves.
the only way to actually stop someone from snoring is to wake them up. Because there are very few people in the world who snore when they're awake. I'm sure they're out there, but I've never met one of them. So what happens? Person's lying in bed snoring. The snoring aid is tuned into whatever frequency snores usually take up. And the moment it hears one, it amplifies that sound and it wakes the person who's snoring up. I don't see anything wrong with this. It's just you don't have to do that whole like tapping someone or trying to roll them over to the stomach. I mean, my dad snores so badly that I'm surprised my mom even shares the bed with him. Like, it's going to get to a stage where she doesn't only sleep in a different room, she'll probably end up sleeping in a different house just to get away. And this invention can save their marriage.
The problem save their marriage. The problem is that I don't see the snorer being that perturbed by the situation. If they're not waking up in the first place by the snore, why are they going to buy an invention that they must now put on to wake them up from the snore?
You got to try.
Or is this the person who's being affected by the snore going, I bought you something?
Yeah, I think it's more that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that the other way you can do it is get an actual operation where like they break your nose and empty out some of it so it doesn't. And that sounds awful. So maybe you start with that. You go, Andrew, you've got a snoring problem. There's this operation where you can break your nose. You'll have to probably take out a lot of
sounds horrible.
Your lung and everything through the nose.
Yeah.
Please no.
Well, no, don't worry. Actually, do you know what? Rather just wear this in your ear.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, done.
Thanks.
So that's how you sell it.
Goodness gracious,
Okay.
you've already sold one. It doesn't even exist and you've sold it. I like it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm terrible at geography.
Okay.
I'm useless at geography. And people ask me, where did you go? And I went, somewhere. And where was it? There. And so I think that's come from a basic lack of seeing maps when I was young and formative.
Okay.
So I think for kids, what they get is a special light bulb that's painted the map of the world on it. So when the light is on, the kind of map of the world is projected around the room. So wherever they look, they can go, oh, that's relative to that. I mean, it's kind of weird because it would mean that all your references would be from the center of the earth. And I don't know how many times you get asked, where did you go? Australia, how far from like China was that? Well, it was kind of straight through and then off at an angle. But this kind of doubles up because by the day, okay, wait, maybe it can't be a light bulb because people don't have
You're
lights on them.
changing your invention now.
Right, It's the projector that sits in the middle of the room and projects onto all the walls a map for geography. But at night, this is the best part. At night, it projects kind of surreal imagery and weird things like that. So that if you're a light sleeper and you happen to wake up at night, you can kind of maybe enter some kind of weird psychedelic dream because of the weird imagery. If you wake up at night normally, you go, to my room, boring, go back to sleep, boring dreams. Yeah. But if you wake up and it's like, there's a marshmallow eating a deer or whatever, then you go back to sleep, you have crazy dreams. Crazy dreams are fun.
Yeah.
Except if they're too crazy and scary and you can't wake up. But you will always wake up.
So this is like a double trouble invention. Because on the one hand, you've got learning geography and almost turning your bedroom into a planetarium.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you've got the weird dream inspirer.
Or
it's both for the educated parent and the hippie.
if you want to dream about a particular person or a film or something like that.
Hang on, this is
not person.
This is getting weird.
I did say person, but what happened is I meant film. Then, you can put on, I want to dream I'm in Jurassic Park, and you put on Jurassic Park at night, and then like really relies on some kind of dream analysis stuff that I'm not sure exists. But if it does, in a world where this does exist, you can dream about Jurassic Park.
I really like that idea. I think that would change children's bedroom perspectives forever.
Okay.
It's too bad you've already purchased the snoring aid, so we all know who's going to win.
Well, I'm going to go with that. I like that, Dylan. Your weird
light
bulb projector.
Like the light bulb projector. Fantastic.
I think that's cool.
I think it's come straight out of, I don't know if your snoring aid came out of personal experience. You must have slept down the passage from your dad. But I just really need a better idea of geography. I think that's what's come up. I'm going to go from here and look at an atlas, but I'm going to hold it up around. Because I only look at atlases in 3D now. Or globes, as they otherwise called.
Well, women often complain that men don't have enough direction in the bedroom, and so this might also help with that.
Okay, well, I have some inventions that I've found online.
Oh, you didn't make them up like we did?
I didn't make them up.
Lazy.
No. The first one is...
Didn't even remember. He has to look on his phone to get these inventions.
Well, just in case. The first
Lazy
one is more for people who are in hurricane territory. In Tornado Land, and there's been
Tornado
an invention.
Land. Who would go live there?
Yeah, doesn't sound
Welcome
like a good
to
place.
Tornado Land, Residence 3.
The
rest of them.
Not for me to judge.
Problem? Oh, mosquitoes.
Well, this is called the hurricane bed, and how it works is if you suddenly struck by a tornado, you've been sleeping and you didn't hear the warning, and you wake up when the cow flies through the room.
Always a cow.
You jump into the hurricane bed, which is basically a normal bed, except underneath the bed, it's like a pull-out cabinet that you can lie in and pull yourself back in under the bed, and it's a steel box, and you lock yourself
What
in.
a disaster. If you go flying around and you're on top of a piece of wood or something and then you land again, you might be okay. If you're locked inside a steel box and go flying around and then hit the ground, you're definitely dead. Is this to secure that you'll definitely die?
This is no, it's trying to keep you safe. That's the idea.
This also sounds like if these beds suddenly got caught up by the hurricane itself, they'd have to change the hurricane's name. Like, oh no, this was no longer hit by Hurricane Katrina, it was hit by Hurricane Bed. Which is not very good marketing.
Yeah. Well, look, to be honest, it's not a great invention, because I think you probably would die now that you've talked me through it. My second invention that I found
I hope it's better.
is, I think, slightly better. It's called the Insomniac Helmet. Now,
it sounds cool.
There are people out there who just can't get to sleep, and it's a terrible thing. And someone has decided that the reason you can't get to sleep is because you don't have someone else to give you a head rub while you try and fall asleep. Because getting a head rub, it relaxes you, it calms you down, helps you get to sleep.
So I wouldn't.
I've never fallen asleep while getting my hair washed.
But I don't think you'll deny
before getting it cut at the hairdresser. That's the only place that.
But you're not trying to fall asleep. So it's a relaxing sensation.
Right.
So
imagine falling asleep there though, it'd be odd.
It would be very weird.
They'd have to cut your hair in your sleep.
You wouldn't know when to stop. They would just keep going.
Yeah. How's that look? Keep going.
You must not be happy then.
So the Insomniac helmet, basically, you put it on your head, and there's a belt with rubber fingers, short rubber fingers, that runs continuously over your scalp, giving you a massage
keeping
as
up
you
at
fall
night.
asleep.
I can't even have an
What do you
extended
think?
cuddle before I go to sleep. How am I going to handle this thing happening? I'm out.
You're out. Okay, what do you think?
I like the idea of a massage helmet,
Yeah.
but I'm just thinking, seeing as my mosquito step-up dummy man now exists, maybe he could just give you a little back rub or whatever it is.
That would be cool. If you could combine the two.
That'd be very creepy.
Somebody looking in.
Yeah.
What is going on in there?
Okay, so you don't like those. Well, thanks, guys.
No,
I
they're terrible.
quite liked yours.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, okay. If you don't want me to come each week and be part of this, you just need to say it.
No. I liked your ideas. So that wraps up this week's Brother Streep Garage of Groundbreaking Inventions. If you liked the video, please share it with your friends and post some comments in the comment box below and click the thumbs up. That would be great. Tune in next week for some more crazy inventions.
Bye.
Cheers.